I'm here. We'll get started here in a sec. Uno momento. Should have Jay here today too. We'll see what happens. We will see. Do we get Jay in here? Do we get him in here? I need to actually edit this. No. 1 second. I need a. Why can't I edit the thumbnail? Sorry, my wife is like vacuuming. So if you can hear that. Just stop your crying. I got the one in there. Cool. We're good. How's the quality look? Quality looks good, right? Am I crazy? No. I think we're good. I'm just bored, guys. I really haven't done nothing on the day, to be honest. Discord's probably disappointed, sad with me, but I just didn't like the action. I mean, like, I mentioned that likely you get upside here on the day. You got above your level here. You can see, bring the key level up, but like newly key level indicator is so freaking sick. But yeah, you got above your level here, 24,217. Pre-market high as well. You mounted. It's just slow though. I don't like it. And again, we're going into my gosh, the presidential address tonight, which I think is not going to be that good. To be honest, I could be wrong, but yeah. Do I trade futures? Yeah, yeah. I didn't do nothing today though. It's been a big old bag of nothing. I think Jay's gonna be in here though. Jay's doing something right now, but he'll be in here in a little bit. But we're kind of just chilling right now. If you have any questions or anything, we'll go over. I'm just chilling though. Like there's not too much for me to do right now. But yeah, USO oil still trying to come back down, get back into like 90, get into 98, try to break to the downside. Yesterday's lows again. You're just sitting there at that level right now. But yeah, puts. I haven't gotten any puts yet. I mean, if I do, it's gonna be end of the day on the idea that maybe you bounce higher. So yeah, again, I think likely tonight what you're gonna see from the Trump administration, etc. Um, I think you're gonna see number one, Trump is gonna probably highlight that timeline, 2 to 3 weeks, what he said yesterday. I think it's gonna be a lot about NATO. I think he's not happy with NATO, which honestly, I understand why he's not happy with NATO. So those are net negatives right now. So yeah, 1 second. Easiest short setup. But we'll see. While is oil going down, the conflict continues. It doesn't make sense. I mean, is oil going down? Yes. But I also think it's important that people have this like short like time like mentality. So like if you're ever wondering like why is something going on, I encourage you to do something really simple. Clean your chart off, maybe leave the 100-day and the 200 MA on there. And take all your indicators, clean it off, and then go to the daily chart and then zoom out. And then think to yourself, if this was a 5-minute chart, how would I feel about it? Okay? So if I look at oil right now, I don't look at this as like, oh my God, oil is dropping. No, I'm like, oil's been making higher lows for a while now, still on the upside. Yeah. Looking at NASDAQ, you're like, yeah, bouncing back right now. It is what it is. It's where you're at. Now, if we get back with the 200 SMA, like, you look pretty damn good. I'm gonna say it. Above the 200 SMA, you guys know how I feel. So yeah, kind of where my head and mind's at there. So people got to take a step back, and I know it's difficult to do. Maybe it's easier said than done. I don't know, but yeah. 1 sec, sorry. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm posting this on TikTok real quick too. And I have not gotten in any position. You can see Discord, our scalp setups haven't even mentioned a trade since yesterday. Swing trades haven't mentioned anything. Time zone, just futures updates, right? All right, cool. Cool. You guys have any questions though, make sure you ask over here. I don't know how long I'll be live. I'll be here for a little bit though. Yeah. At least I'll try. 8 p.m. will depend on the unseen hand. Maybe, sure. I don't know. I don't want to get all into conspiracies or anything. Just ultimately what I'm looking at and why. We should have Jordan in here in a little bit. We'll see. But as of right now, we'll go into some equities. We'll just flip through. SPY's getting pretty close to the 200 SMA. Definitely watching that if you do get into there. Still technically a lower high, but we'll see how that performs. SMH semiconductors continue their rip. Semis actually phenomenal recovery so far. I mean, phenomenal. Potential trap that you had on bears on semis broke below, got back above. Beautiful. That's honestly probably the strongest thing that we've seen so far in the market is how semis have responded. The only thing that you could ask for on semis to be better is now making a higher high. You need to see semis get kind of over like 402, 400. You do that, you look really good. Should I dip out of micro? You should do whatever you want to do, man. I can't tell you what to buy. I can't tell you what to sell. So that is all up to you. Micron looks pretty. It was the only name that I mentioned this morning for any upside. Like literally, like, oh, I can't even share. The only thing I don't like about Streamlabs is sharing. I have to share a window. I can't share a specific screen, but yeah, Micron was one of the only things I liked today. I think SNDK is up like $140 in the past 2 days, something like that. Yeah, so 565 back into 705, finding buyers like crazy and a higher low there, which is pretty clean. So yeah, memory's still a big component right now. Microsoft holding down to the weekly demand so far. Meta, really solid recovery on Meta so far since you had that dip down to 520, sitting around 590. You wanted to stay above this little previous low right there. It's your big watch right now, right there. That's all you really care about. Obviously the key. I keep bringing the key levels up and back and forth because again, there's a lot if you're zoomed out, and we're kind of zoomed out right now. So make sure we're paying attention to that. Tesla's interesting. Could come. Tesla's. I mean, look at the downtrend. I mean, dude. Look at that chart. I mean, look how pretty this chart. First of all, clean test at 384 right now. Dude, yeah. I mean, just sitting in a channel on the downside, pretty crazy. You ever start getting out of it, you look fine. Do you think it's a dead cat bounce forming a right shoulder on what? What are you talking about? You gotta elaborate, man. On what you're looking at or looking for. That Tesla chart looks ugly. I mean, that's why I say, like, you gotta take a step back. Right. And it's not that I'm trying to paint people or paint a picture of like, hey guys, you need to be shorting Tesla, you need to be shorting Micron, or I just think if you stay zoomed in on a small 5-minute, 15-minute time frame, you're not getting a full picture. And I think when you take a step back, you're like, okay, well, maybe there's something I should at least be a little patient for. Maybe I should, if this could turn around on the downside, right? Maybe I need to watch a resistance here. Maybe, you know what I mean? That's all I really like try to focus on is like keeping things pretty logical. But yeah, Tesla in the downtrend so far. If it gets back above the 200, I think you look fine. It's just like a matter of if does that happen. On SPY, I don't know what you mean a right shoulder. What do you mean? I don't see a head and shoulders. What time frame are you talking about? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I appreciate the donation. You guys never have to donate. I do appreciate it. It helps out, but I try to answer questions as they come in. I'm not ignoring anybody. But yeah, so we'll pull this up. I'm sure you already spoke about it, but we'd love to know your thoughts on oil. Thanks. Okay, so oil is pretty clear in my opinion. Like, so if you're again, I think it's important that we start at the baseline of kind of some of the stuff I've said, right? If you go to the 5-minute here, let me message in Discord and tell everyone we're live on. One sec, guys. Let me yeah. Yay. Anyways, okay, that's there. Okay, so let me put the question out there so people can see. So if you're looking at like a small time frame, like oil here, right? And if I'm just looking at this, I get rid of, get rid of this or whatever you're looking at, right? This is too big, so I don't want to keep that on there. Pause, right? Pause. Major pause. Yeah, oil looks kind of bad in this sense, right? And I'm not saying this to be biased, right? Like I think you when you're looking at your charts, you got to be, I think, transparent, honest with yourself. I encourage people to be as honest with themselves as possible, right? When it comes to however you're trading or charting, right? So if you go to something like the daily and you zoom out, this is what I recommend to most people. Get rid of your indicators, get rid of your drawings, and just take a step back. And if you look at this chart on oil, you tell me, right? Like, does this look strong to you? Like, does this look weak? Does this look sellers are like stepping in aggressively? What's your thought? And my personal opinion is like you're doing the same thing you've been doing, except the pullbacks are getting less dramatic. So far, the pullback is less dramatic, right? So this is your first Trump. The war's almost over. This is your next one from literally last Monday. The war, we're about to have a deal, and then you go up higher, and then now we have a deal, and Iran wants a ceasefire, even though they say that they do not want to do any ceasefire. That's what's happening, right? And so we're just still stair stepping up, right? Now, I can understand people are like, okay, well, QQ's bouncing. Well, again, for me, my personal opinion, like I've said it a lot, I look for potentially a bottom to form if we're reclaiming the 200 daily moving average, which for me right now, we're obviously not doing, right? We're still below. We could get above it. We could. The one thing I will say looks stronger than I assumed what would happen here is bring up this level. You can see we're getting back above that low there. That's a big level to get back above 652. Once we lost that, sellers got crazy. So I am paying attention to that as well. But all I'd say this is I think oil is doing the same thing it's been doing. Higher highs, higher lows, with the exception of like one wick. What happened there? But yeah, you go look at USO too to see how it's actually trading, like during market hours, higher highs, higher lows. You rejected right off of 2018 highs on USO, which again, if you don't believe me, look at the weekly chart right there, 2018 highs. We broke over 107. You went straight up like we assumed. You mount to that level also. You break above 130 here on USO. They don't want to talk about where your next target. You're looking conservatively towards 150, which is crazy to say out loud on USO, but it's kind of the reality. You can get much higher than that too. So again, what's your thought on the Iran president releasing a letter to the Americans within the hour? I just saw that. Who knows what it's going to detail? I really don't know. Dude. Yeah, like, let me see. Sorry, this is like in the news bot in Discord. No. No, why is it doing that? Dang it. Sorry. Yeah, so again, like this is what I keep saying. Like when you start getting these like threats and this like crazy, it's just craziness. So Trump, like again, oh no, this is the wrong one. Of course, I do all that to copy link. So Trump threatens to stop sending weapons to Ukraine unless Europe joins the Hormuz coalition. Again, this like it doesn't sound like de-escalation. Like you can believe that, you can believe whatever you want. I just go on here and talk about facts, like what's happening. So yeah, I mean I think oil's gonna keep going up, personally. So we'll see. But again, like, and people aren't gonna like this, but like, you got to just prepare for whatever's gonna happen, because like the White House just says anything and everything. Like, 1 second White House we're having a peace deal. The next day it's 4 to 6 weeks. Last night Trump, it's 2 to 3 weeks. Then it's we're gonna bomb them to hell. Then it's we don't need the Strait open. Like, so yeah, yeah. This is true. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to take a step back and actually look at what's going on. And to me, it's clear as day. Oil is making higher lows. Like, you're getting the same playbook from Trump, and it's having less and less of an impact. So yeah, you're getting Nasdaq actually getting a little bit of a dip here. About time, dude. Like, geez. We'll see though. I think it's likely though that we probably see some downside into the end of the day, and then we'll get our answer tomorrow or tonight, and then going into tomorrow. Been following for a minute. Tonight's meeting to be interesting. I'm thinking of bull trap. Personally, that's what I think. Um, Normally, I would say like I think people are siding against me. I recommend guys if you follow me, you like the content. I think Twitter is like the best source of getting my content now. Obviously, I post here on YouTube and stuff, but I post like I'm pretty like religious about how much I post on X now. At least 2 videos a day, and I can kind of just knock them out quick. They're shorter too, but yeah, I mean, you guys know I'm going to be transparent with anything I post. Like my honest opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. Right, but people are like, I thought more people were on the side of like this is like an easy short, and I've been talking about this. Like I genuinely, I posted this last night, like at 10:37 p.m. So I wasn't in a position. Obviously, I was literally in no position last night. But people disagree. So I kind of it makes me feel better that no one's on team. This is a short. So I do like not having the backing of social media, but who knows? Anyways, what you're really looking for here though on QQQ is get back below 583. Below 583 look terrible because they're dropping quick. People are bullish. I don't know, dude. Yeah, beats me. I don't know what there is to be bullish, but I think long term though, like I've said, if you're buying stock long term, I think you're happy. Like you're good. You're chilling. What account am I on? 1 second. 1 second, boys. I'm trying to get Jay on here. Maybe I logged in on the wrong account. Who knows? I have no idea. Got no clue. We'll see. Did news just come out? No. Well, you have like, ooh, there's Jordan. Ooh wee. No, you just had news about like Iran about to leave. Or well, you had the news I just showed you regarding Trump saying that he's threatening them. That's about it. Yeah, it did. I just covered it. What came out? I can't share my screen like I did before. Yeah, I already covered that news. Yeah. So yeah, it's the same thing I just said. Threaten to stop weapons Ukraine unless Europe joins the Hormuz coalition. But again, this goes against what Trump was saying. So literally yesterday, I mean, this is just the facts. Like people get mad at me. I'm like, dude, why are you mad at me? I'm just telling you what the president of the United States said, right? Literally yesterday, Trump comes out and he's like, guys, we don't need the Strait of Hormuz to be open in order to leave. We don't need that. There's already been regime change, even though the regime change that's been in Iran apparently is leading to more missiles striking everyone. So, yeah. But, anyways, market's failing and falling. I knew something just happened. Get on your. So Trump said something negative, contradicting. I'm guessing it's pretty contradicting, if you ask me. So he said we don't need to. He said the UK and these countries can get their own oil, or they can buy it from the United States. Yeah, I don't know. He's honestly it's a little manic behavior. So, yeah, bro, where the hell's Jay at? Bro, Jay hopped in here, bro. Can't even figure out his camera. That's crazy work. Do I need to add him? Fell for it again award. Someone fell for it again. Let's bring up the levels here. Yeah, we'll see. If you flip back below 24.2, you look pretty good on the downside. Could you cover MU? Yeah, Micron was one of the only stocks that I mentioned this morning in Discord for any type of trade. It was pretty clean. You got above your key level. Again, if you had the key level indicator, it was picture perfect. I wouldn't have held past this spot here, but you went higher, obviously. So anyways, you mounted your level here this morning, 347. I was looking for this level here, staying above 352. Once you got that mount there, you went straight into it. That was the trade. Simple. Get back below 364, just trade your levels back down. You're above the 100 MA too. AMD, the downside looks pretty sick. AMD has a 203 is a massive level. You could be looking at the 100 MA possibly to reject again. If you look here, I can get rid of the indicator so you can see clearly. If you look here, you've rejected at your 100 MA 1, 2, 3, 3 times so far. You mounted it 1, 2. So like it's clear resistance now. That's where you're stuck at. So yeah, if you get below 203 and the 200 SMA, I would look for the gap fill finally. But yeah, what's going on, Miami? What is going on? Do I sound like I have a lisp? Do I sound like I have a lisp? Maybe I do. I kind of mumble a lot flat. Do you guys think I have some? My friend, I gave him access to Discord today, but maybe I have a lisp. Definitely doesn't sound like my other vids. Here, one sec. That's where it's probably just one sec. I can't hear myself, so let me open it up. Why did no one say anything? Nobody said anything. It's crazy. But you're just letting me sound like a ding dong. It's sound normal, I think. But Jay, you got so much hair. It's sound normal, I think. Sound whack. I can't tell if you're trolling me or not. Bro, Jay left. Jay came back in and he left. I hear the list. I don't know. I can't tell. Either way, it is what it is. RZLV. I'm not really interested in cheap stocks right now, to be honest. I'm just gonna be. You sound like Mike Tyson. I think that's a compliment. But yeah, I'm not really, especially right now. I'm not interested in like super cheap names. I mean, if you want to buy them, like, be my guest. I'm not trying to discourage anybody, but I think right now is when you're getting a real dip like this, aggressive dip. Like, I don't think you really need to go dumpster diving looking for, super cheap names under $10 in hopes of forexing. Like, I would go with the mentality of like buying names that are going to not guarantee, but high probability to make you money. You don't have to think about, you can come back to them way later and you're going to make money. Like high possibility. So yeah. Jay, you can add yourself to the stage, right? Or do I have to add you? So just hold your hand up if you want me to add you into the thing. Okay. I don't know if this is like a different Streamlabs account or if this is
I'm
the
not
main.
sure you signed into. I had no admin controls.
I have no idea. I'll look at it later, but
yeah, that boy working for real chat.
But yeah, so we'll see. I'm waiting for Iran's about to deliver a letter. That's actually crazy. They said send a Raven. They said send a Raven down to the United States. We have something good for Trump. SYM. What is SYM?
I think it's symbiotic.
Symbiotic. Do you know anything about this company?
Mm.
Below 64. I mean, be careful. And the 200 SMA retest. Yeah. Not for Tyler right now. Which really, man, I really wanted to see a clean rejection off of 652, 653 today, but
I'm about to get my chart activated.
he's getting activated. He's getting activated.
Let's see. Got reposition.
He said, "Is that Drewski?" That's crazy. That's a crazy ass flame. I'm just happy I'm not getting flame no more. They're going for Jay finally. Thank God. Also, what happened with Tyler
I was like Stanley, never called me back type shit.
Tyler got a wife, got married, gained 50 pounds. Is Jay up next?
No, I'm back in the gym.
Hey, I thought I was back.
I'm trying to go for the wide body kit.
I thought I was back in the gym, and then also what happened to Tyler.
Yeah, that boy just kept on eating. He said
no days off. He was pancakes. I think I ate pancakes every day for like 200 days actually.
Damn, he was on the Kodiak cakes.
Nah, dude, he started with Kodiak cakes, and I was like, you know what? It's like, how about we try buttermilk? He said, revolutionary.
Watch out. I got Claude right in the background. I'm not sure if I can do all this at once.
Claude, give me a market crash. Make no mistakes.
No, I'll be saying that for real. I'll be listening.
Said make no mistakes. Which LLMs y'all used? I use Claude and Codex.
But no, I use ChatGPT to make AI pictures of myself in Aruba, Quad, Opus 4.6, and then I take Opus 4.6 to prompt it for Codex.
They said it's actually a really complex system we have over here. NVIDIA level, please.
Yeah,
No
let me see
problem.
what
Your
levels we got.
your wish is my command.
You have to update your key levels. Hit the refresh button. Update the version 1.04.
You keep saying hit the refresh button.
I hit the refresh button. Hey, where'd it go?
Jay always says is there's no. By the way, I have yet to find the reset button or the
Bro, mine
wait.
refreshes on the regular. Yeah, if you guys got the OD key levels Pro, but you can go view the patch notes. I just pushed out
Question.
version 1.04 lately.
Jordan did not get married. No, he's trolling.
It's April
But
Fool's Day, Mike.
Boost. Does that mean how many people are using it?
I got no clue, honestly.
This used to have like a user count of how many people are using it. I'm like, there's only 12 people in Discord using the indicator. That's actually insane. Like, I mean, that's a crazy. That's kind of crazy. I mean, y'all do whatever y'all want. I don't care, but
See, now you got version 1.04. I remember it's like when I used to install Minecraft back in the day. Trying to get the alpha version that was actually most recent. It was like alpha version 1.3b.
Okay.
I remember they finally patched in another to Minecraft. So it was like I was teleporting.
Thank you.
Narnia.
You learn something every day from Jordan. Thank God.
Yeah, yeah. I can't afford everyone to be a month yet. Work has been slow. Hey, just tap in with the code Jordan30 if you want 30% off.
Jordan said, "I've made a code. Don't worry. I told
Yeah.
nobody. I just made it. Executive decision.
Yeah.
I started using this week. It's honestly amazing. Yeah, I mean, we're still gonna add in more stuff. Like Jordan, I'm guilty of it. But I don't think we can add it to Trend unfortunately, Mike. Or we would.
Yeah, I used to this question.
He didn't. He just said because he uses Trend. But yeah, I've just been all over the place for the past like 2 weeks, give or take, week and a half. So we got to get more levels added in there. But Jordan did run through and add a few names. I know he added my levels for Micron. He added.
Click on the indicators again. You can go view the patch notes. Click on the indicators tab. Not like that where it says indicators at the top.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah, remove that one. Yeah. Then go over it where it says like the little you can view the patch notes right here and scroll down. I've just taken a screen.
He said, "Are we
Go down to the
playing?"
bottom.
This is like Arc Raiders. He said,
Yeah,
"Patch notes,
here's
patch
all the
notes."
recent patch notes chat.
Ooh, there you go.
Let's scroll back up.
Patch notes is actually crazy.
Yeah.
How far do you want me to scroll up?
Well, no, go down one more until version 1.1.
Yeah, so this is 7 days ago, 1.1. So we'll
Now
be
roll
added.
back to version 0.2.
Yay! I actually didn't look at any of the patch notes. Love that.
Yeah, don't worry. I be passionate. Like I told Jay second chat, sometimes I got to work in the shadows.
Trump crashed 2.0 last year. It's actually crazy. Did you know that this is the year anniversary of the tariffs of Liberation Day?
No, I remember like it was yesterday.
I didn't know today was the anniversary. It's actually hilarious. That's truly tomorrow is the anniversary, but pretty funny. And like what a troll that he's giving the announcement on April 1st. Like actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious. He said the key level told you did it.
Where?
I studied. They said,
I
love to see it.
date on the ES, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
He said, I studied, bro. I studied. Yeah, NASDAQ too, rolling over a little bit. Yeah, NASDAQ flipping that level, getting back below. We'll see though. I don't think you're gonna get like a crazy sell off today. It's gonna if you're gonna get a sell off, you're gonna see selling. It's gonna happen overnight. You'll just see people positioning. But yeah. The U.S. ambassador is, but actually, I wish I could share like our news feed like to this directly, but we can't. Anyways, U.S.
No,
Ambassador to NATO
once
Whitaker.
the deck launches, we can
Oh
pull
yeah,
that
once you
in.
do a trade deck, we can. Yeah,
Yeah.
oil making. I mean, oil's got to break out, guys. Please don't tell me oil's making a move and you're sitting in a box.
But yeah, I'm not. But it's been a year since my last from y'all. Still have the rectangulars. Some things
Yeah.
don't change.
If you can draw a rectangle in the 15-minute or the 5-minute, guys, we can't call it a breakout. Okay, we cannot. If you want to bring your chart on T, you can bring it up. But I'm not
Is
being
trade
mean.
deck a private journal? What do you mean by private?
What do you mean by that? Like, is it like getting an invite to like a Diddy party? Like that's a private, or what do you mean?
Yeah, like in a section of Barstool or what?
Okay. That's kind of private. That's like mid-tier private.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're still like out on the public type shit, but like other randoms can just pop in your section type shit.
Mm.
I'm not going for no more. Nowadays just rent boats.
This guy.
Damn, he just mentioned your favorite stock in chat.
Is everyone gonna be able to see? Is everyone gonna be able to see your journal? No. It's only for you. That'd be no. I mean, if you show people, that's your business. But yeah, it'll be available in for everyone in Discord. Probably by tomorrow or Friday, we'll have like the release for Discord.
Yeah,
And
they
it will
want to launch
eventually
on
like
April
do it.
Fool's Day. People won't believe this.
People would not believe us. We're unlike Trump. We thought about it. Doing a major announcement on April Fool's Day, not a good idea.
Yeah.
You see, Top Step apparently acquired the futures desk today. I can't tell if that's fake news or not.
No, I haven't got an email update about it.
It seems official, but I was like, what a interesting. Hey, bold move, Cotton. No, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I've literally been staring at QQQ puts all day long. The problem is I just don't know how far you want to go out
Yeah, as you
on them.
/ trade in Discord, I'll put you on.
What's up?
As you / trade in Discord, I'll put you on the game.
Oh yeah, it will put me on. I just know I'm just yeah. Yeah, I think you're about to get juiced on NASDAQ into tomorrow. War's over somehow. Trump is lying to his teeth. But hey, y'all don't gotta tell me about the news articles. Y'all gotta tell me. Like, so equities looking. Yeah, everything's pulling back here. Pretty massive recovery on Meta, all things considered.
He said, "You think we're in a bull trap?" Honestly, the rejection off the 200 man spy was pretty picture perfect. So
You didn't get? Did you? You didn't make it into the 200 estimate yet on Spy?
oh, never mind. I had adjusted on. I fell for the trap.
Bro, yeah. Hey, by the way,
If
guys,
if you adjust for dividends, you hit it.
if you leave adjusted on, something's wrong with you.
Yeah, I was adjusting for dividends.
Just joined. Do we think it's a bull trap or what? I think it's likely. I think the risk to reward here is pretty damn good too. Like all things considered. The problem though is what I've been looking at is like if you're sizing, this is an opinion. This is an opinion. Don't attack me. If you go into this with the mentality you want to size for zero, so and it makes more sense if you're heavy long. So like if you've been buying stock like Meta on dips or Microsoft or Nvidia and you know AI name, I don't know, whatever you've been buying, right? If you've been buying, I think it makes a lot of sense to have like a 1-day expiration or even for Monday expiration QQQ or SPY put. I think it just makes logical sense. If tonight goes bad, you're going to double up on the put side. If tonight goes really well, you 100% should outweigh whatever that size per zero loss is on the side. You know what I mean? You on the side of whatever you're long on, especially if you've been buying your long-term portfolio, you have leaps or anything like that. Now, if you're just flat, you have no position at all, like obviously the risk reward is skewed because you have no exposure to the upside. So yeah, I also think it's like you're not getting the end of a war tonight. That's not happening. You're not gonna. That's not a reality. I know people like to imagine it's a reality. Like I like to imagine the reality that I don't ever have to work and I never have to come to my desk and money just appears and it just falls from the sky. I like to imagine that, but that's not realistic. That's not gonna happen, right? So Yeah. So I think the risk to reward in that sense of like Trump is gonna like, do his we're not, they have no missiles, even though they're shooting missiles at us. And he's gonna say and I think he's also gonna, if he mentions boots on the ground and invasion, like I think the market's gonna get whacked. I think it's gonna get hit hard. So I don't know. Or you just do nothing and you just, trade the momentum to tomorrow, which is a great thing to do too. Because I mean, I think you're gonna get clean action too. So I haven't worked in 3 years. Shout out me amigo. Market will take off before the war ends. I love when y'all just post sentences, but I love that, guys. I'm not being mean, but like when we say things, we try to provide like logic and like a reason or like, you know what I mean? Like not just like if someone said, "Hey, what do you think about Google?" and I said Google, you'd be like, "That's not a that's a weird statement, Tyler." But yeah, everyone apparently no one here works.
I mean, it is 1:23 on Wednesday afternoon, and we're just doing a live stream. We got 100 people in here, so.
But
don't worry, I took today off too.
Yeah.
Thanks,
he said, "Don't worry yet." Now he said, "I'm on the way home. It was a long morning." I was like, "This guy."
What about Nike for the long-term account?
Nah, bro. Nike looks. I'm not gonna lie. Nike's
Dear God.
I'll let Jay throw that on the stage. It won't let me add it.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
Oh no, this is they kind of changed StreamYard, so I have to remove mine and have to throw that.
That's the boy got the yard. No,
big ass rectangle, big ass square.
Yeah. So I mean, on Nike, you're literally breaking down below. I haven't used streaming in a while. Let me figure out how that works. This thing. You're breaking down below this like little rectangle here at 2016. So yeah, looking pretty brutal. But for the long term, I mean, Nike's been going down since you peaked out in October 21, dropping down nearly 70%. So I mean, more than that, actually, 72%. But yeah, I haven't looked at Nike's financials like why they're dropping. I think the demand's dropping, and I just looked over the side of my screen. I thought, dude, bro, you gotta see what's going on over here. It's fucking crazy. Holy shit.
Yeah, Nike looks absolutely terrible. Turns out
we almost got the whole YouTube taken down. Claude's cooking right now.
I don't want to know what almost happened. Dear God.
Nah, take a peep real quick.
Yeah, you have to make sure Twitter never pops up on a YouTube live.
Nah, I've coworker going crazy on that side of the screen. Anyway, Adobe, yeah, Adobe's looking pretty brutal too.
Jesus
Luckily, I sold my Adobe stock at like you saw
it. Yeah, thank God they didn't pop up.
Yeah, I froze up for a second. I sold my Adobe stock up around like $550, $500 somewhere here. I bought it originally down in 2022 around 300, so I made like 80% ish on Adobe stock. Now it's back down below my original entry. Yeah, I'm not really too interested in Adobe either, but yeah, you said Adobe's dead too. I agree with you. Going back down to those 2018 levels around 210 here on the OD kilos per 1 version 1.04. Yeah, Adobe's looking pretty real here, honestly. NVIDIA 124.
Now the bad thing about Adobe is when you're anything to do with software, SaaS, anything at all, you want to make sure when you're looking at their earning statements, and you can do this really simply. You can literally go to like whatever AI you're using, doesn't matter. And if you go to earning whispers, so I'm gonna put y'all on really quick. I'll let Jay take back over in a sec. If you go to earning whispers, it should be really easy. Just type in like Adobe in this case. Type it in. You can click missed expectations whenever they reported. You click on this, and this is usually the full earnings statement. And then it can usually go into your log as well, like into like everything that was said at the earnings call. All you do is just literally copy and paste the link, throw it into whatever AI. And what I would specifically be asking are the concerns, or you can even ask before you do this, is like, hey, ChatGPT, whatever, what are the 5 major concerns of software companies and what's causing them to drop based off of the new releases of AI? Have that to the side, save that, and then go into their earnings statements and make sure when you're doing it that you say, go over the earnings and show me everything that's benefiting and hurting them from AI. And one thing with Adobe that's really bad is Adobe is trying to hype up like, hey, our AI side of the business is up 300%. But what they won't do is they won't give you a number of how much money that it's made. An example, if you go look at CRM, their big thing is Agent Force, which you see people keep saying Agent Force is trash, it's ass, it's this. I'm like, okay, I don't really care about your opinion. What I care about is how much money are they making and how much has it grown. Well, CRM will go down and break down not only how much it's grown over 250% year over year, but also the exact numbers. So you want to make sure these companies, especially if you're in a weak part of the market like software or AI, for instance, we'll go into AI in a sec, but like with software, if you are in a position where you're in a weak area, if you're a good company, you're trying to push the narrative as much. We have nothing to hide, nothing's a concern. Like when everyone was saying Nebius and CoreWeave and Iron are fraudulent, right? And they're or Meta's fraudulent too, based on how they're depreciating their GPUs. So what happened is Nebius, why I was loved him so much and rock hard for Nebius, no Diddy, right? Why we liked him so much was because they came out and they said, look, we are depreciating at the lowest rate. We're not we're not over expecting how much money we're going to make. These are our goals. And then they came out the next earnings and they did better than that. And they provided a plan forward, right? They didn't hide anything. They didn't like keep numbers on the back burner. They didn't just, put out their growth numbers. It was detailed in what they wanted to see. So when you're looking at a weak area like Adobe is, then you need to make sure that they're not trying to hide anything. It's as clear out in the open as possible. And Nvidia came out and did that too. Like we don't like you can see our margins, you can see everything. Like when Nvidia's margins dipped last year or the year before from below 70% for like the first time in like 2 years, because like their Nvidia's margins are like 75%. I think gross margins are, which is insane. But anyways, like Nvidia came out, explained why, showed in the factories, and showed the path back to growth in which that happened, right? So when you're looking at anything in software right now, I would be pretty focused on making sure that they're providing as much information as possible. And if you're hiding any of it, which Adobe is, I would be very careful. Very, very careful. Anyways, rant over. So Jake can share screen.
I appreciate that's one of those major insight. Respect, peace, and love.
Oh, dude, look at QQQ. We might start dancing here soon, boys.
So that's about Intel. Intel doesn't look terrible.
I actually like Intel. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, they got the whole like government contract thing going, like pound PLTR.
Mm,
I got rejected here at the range high, like $52. Obviously, we got rejected multiple times here, going back to 2019. Came back up there, almost got rejected, but right now, Intel just kind of consolidating sideways, more or less, since early January. So as you can see here, the kilo we marked out is 47.87. You break up with that, watch it for a push towards like 49, then like 51. Let's see, I gotta turn the I'll put you guys on game real quick. You gotta scroll down here. There's the find swing highs and lows automatically. Push her on big game. So like the 60-minute time frame. See right there, exact level just talking about 49.17. I went bar for bar on their heads up.
Do the fox. Do the fox. Do the fox.
I don't know. I've been practicing in the mirror. It doesn't look too good. QQQ, same thing here. Came with the 5 at 860, 50. We had kilo we marked out, pulling back, looking pretty bad. But I mean, you get all these automated Nightbot messages out of here. These are all outdated.
This is from you. I didn't set it up. I didn't
That's
set
what I'm saying.
Nightbot.
But I haven't been on live stream because you always do OBS and shadow ban me type. But you said now, servers now, shout out now. Let's see. Looking pretty brittle here. Again, staying the same levels as you were going back to February, but you break this low here, $98. You're really not much until like $86. So you're on service now. But obviously $98 is a pretty big level support. You've been bouncing here since February. Bounced through 4 or 5 times. I want to buy ETF for long-term SMH versus SOXX. So SOXX is like the actual index, or SOX is the index, but SMH has more equities inside of it. Personally, me and Tyler both track SMH personally, but I haven't looked at the expense ratios and stuff for a long-term investment. I have most of my money in NVIDIA personally, so I don't invest in. I just invest in VUG or QQM for technology.
Yeah, if you were gonna go into like SMH or SOX, like and just buy the ETF, for me, I would want to leverage. Like, to be honest, if I'm just buying the ETF, do whatever you want. I'm just telling you myself, right? If I'm just buying straight up stock, um, but I would want a real dip. Like, I'd want an aggressive dip on the market. Just heads up, for me to want to like go heavy on like a on that. So like SMH and like these are still very high. Like you haven't really pulled back, so I don't really think you're getting like an opportunity on on SMH yet. Like, let me read my chart up for a sec. I'll let Jace come back up in a sec. But like, this is your high time frame daily chart. Like, you're still sitting above 372. Like, I'd want to see this at least down to 200 SMA before I start thinking about it. But anyways, yeah, you're just so high up. Like, not really value right now for me.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, SMH is primarily NVIDIA and TSM. I mean, those are both 30% of the whole index, and AVGI SML make it up like 40%. Micron's down here at 4% of SMH. So you still get some Micron QCOM holding in here. But then also, if you look at the QCOM versus SMH side by side, they've pretty much had the same returns bar for bar since. Let's make it a. Let's see if it's higher. Anyway, I mean, you pretty much had the same returns over the last year, so really no difference here on SMH versus SOXX. 5-year returns, SMH has performed better, about 7% alpha. 3-year returns performed about 13% better, and 1 year it's performed about 6% better. So, like I said, I think SMH is better. Expense ratio is pretty much the same, but you can see the top 10 holdings here. SOXX is more balanced, so obviously SMH is more weighted towards NVIDIA and TSM, but SOXX is kind of like an equal weight index where NVIDIA is only 8% index. That's why you kind of got outperformance the last 3 to 5 years with NVIDIA, being the largest holding of SMH. But again, it just kind of depends. If you don't want to be too heavy in NVIDIA, you probably go SOXX because it's less diversified, or it's more diversified rather. But SMH is heavier concentrated in NVIDIA and TSM and ABGO. So it just kind of depends on your investment outlook and risk tolerance.
So I'm telling you right now, I feel like someone just dumped 4 honey packs inside my Gatorade bottle. They shook it up, and I just chugged it after a long run. When I look at QQQ, that needs to be burned. That visual needs to be burned in everyone's head right now. QQQ, bro. Look at this 583 rejection you might be getting on the daily. Bro, go take the indicators off this so you can see it so it's so pretty. Go to the daily.
They ain't know what time it is.
Go to the daily. Oh my god. Look at the daily chart. Oh my god.
I'm already done.
And just draw the no, zoom out further, mijo. Yeah, the high from September. Oh my god, bro. Gonna make me.
You said, what's a honey pack? You want to see one? I actually got a box of 48 next to me right now.
I don't always put these on, but sometimes, like, whenever like I get on my Unk stuff, I put on the Unk 7s. I just leave them there, but you only wear them, like, you can see they're still mint. I just put them on.
These are the ultimate power source, it says.
I don't like that you have a giant like booster box of honey packs. Oh, dude, that is crazy.
Per unit, it's actually more cost effective.
Bro, let me tell you, I'm telling you right now. Oh my god. He said, "What's a honey pack?" Just Google it, brother. Tyler's not into the honey packs, but I think take your adjusted off your chart. Unclick adjusted. It's just pissing me off. Yeah, you're rejecting that level from August, September, dude. Oh my god, like I'm telling you, I think I was just overthinking it. I'm telling you, I think this was like such a layup. you have chat confused. I'm so don't think about it.
It's the ultimate power source. Take whatever you will.
They're gonna Google Urban Dictionary. What is honey pack?
Yeah.
They're gonna say, actually, I wish I wouldn't have Googled that. But yeah, I'm telling you, dude, QQQ here. Dude, you get the rejection at 583 into the end of the day. Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft's just sitting kind of where I've mentioned it a handful of times. It's like this giant. Well, honestly, you wanted a better reaction from Microsoft down here. You're just sitting on top like your weekly demand here and your previous high from 2000. But Microsoft at 2021 levels is pretty insane to think about. Like people saying Microsoft isn't cheap too. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like they only make way more money and they're worth the same amount from 2000. I'm like, okay. But yeah.
He said, "Oh dang, this dude's bricked on stream." Shit.
So someone said estimated I was short bias all day. So I don't think you missed it yet. So like this isn't downside. Like this, I just want to make this abundantly clear. And again, I have no position yet. I've been battling my honestly, I'm like going into the mentality of like if I trade this and I buy it, I need to be okay losing $3,000. Which I don't really know if I want to be okay with losing $3,000, but like that's where I need to like
say a ban still a ban.
Not a ban, still a ban. But if you go look, like the contracts I'm looking at right now are April 17th, 560s, which maybe that's too aggressive. I don't know. 555s have a lot of volume too, but I like the 560s. Personal opinion. You could even go, I mean, if you want, you can go 580s, but you might just probably gonna lose more money. But anyways, all to say this is, dude, like if tonight goes bad, which if we announce any type of ground troops doing anything other than cleaning like toilets on a ship, I'm just telling you, like this is not good. I think you get below 560 on QQQ. Personal opinion. I mean, so I don't know. So I'm just saying, I'll say like this is not the selling that I'm looking at. I'm looking at way more aggressive selling. But I also think you don't have to like FOMO in. Like even if you gap down tomorrow, if things go really bad, it's gonna be like it has been to where you get continuation. Like so, the U.S. is doubling its fleet. Yeah, I saw the age brother toddler premium hunter. That's a crazy ass name, actually. Holy crap!
Premium hunter.
No, he's a toddler premium hunter. That's a crazy name. I didn't even like. Anyways, I would just turn the news off because none of it's gonna matter until like unless something crazy happens until tonight. But yeah, Palantir about to get smacked. How's Palantir look?
Yeah, I was looking at that one earlier before I got on
No,
stream.
bro, you're getting that BRB off of 147. Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
And yeah, and you had the more new Palantir levels on the
Yeah.
hashtag.
Did you see make sure you add the 147 level
No,
here?
I
That's
got
all
like
you
a
need.
1,000 levels on Palantir, just didn't chart them off.
I know it scares the bejesus out of me.
Nah,
When I
trust
see
me.
too many, I'm like, bro, we gotta do something about this. There's too
Go
much
in
going
there,
on.
just crank up the buffer to make everything a box. Feel me? Like Roddy Rich said.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget what all the rappers I never follow say, but Jordan reminds me.
Yeah.
Yeah, PLTR, dude, that is a nasty BRB off of 147. Oh my god. That's terrible. That's truly terrible. That's a good tap. Hey, Soupy
Hey,
Stock, I
appreciate that
appreciate you.
$20 super stock. Much
Salute, brother.
love. I knew there's a reason we still do these live streams.
If you have a question, you can ask a question. But I also
Yeah.
too like, I mean, we're not ignoring anybody. So if you ever want to, you never have to donate if you don't want. Like, it's never like we're just chilling on here. Um, that's actually funny. Does Barron have calls or puts? I saw someone post breaking news: Barron Trump has joined, has enlisted in the military. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that boy's a walking target. He's like 6'9".
Damn. I know he's built like that.
But I was like, goddamn giant ass Agent Cody Banks. Built like Guru. He's gonna be tiptoeing around. It's just crazy. Yeah, Microsoft, dude. Ugh, dude. Oh yeah, we're getting some juicy content from Iran's leader. Love to see that. One second. Let's read this. I gotta be careful how I pull up Twitter. No, I don't want to I want the financial juice. One sec. I'm not going to Iranian station. No way, Jose. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
something. Okay. U.S. ties are among the most misunderstood. Orion harbors no enmity towards ordinary Americans. Never pursued aggression. Tells Americans to look past the rhetoric. Portraying Iran as a threat is never consistent historical reality. What is he doing? Homie just let out a random ass presser. He's like, guys, look, we're not your enemies. We just really don't like Donald Trump. I was like, fair enough. Fair enough. My grandpa was 6'9". Thank you. Hey, shout out to Grampy. Shout out to Grampy.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't make
crazy.
they don't
That's
make them like
your
they used
call,
to.
LeBron.
Yeah, dude, your Grampy and LeBron had more in common than me. Real. Try to see if there's any other news that's releasing right now. But I wonder if Trump's gonna break out the freaking sword tonight too.
Is it on Polymarket yet?
With the sword?
Yeah.
Let's see. Poly market. No, there's a lot of good bets here on Poly Market though. If you guys want to have a good time,
I think Baby Boy's gonna come out before GTA 6, honestly.
what do you think is?
Baby Boy, the new Cardi album.
Okay. I'm not betting on that. Um, some of the key words for for the war. Passed on all of this. My personal favorite, the Bitcoin 5 minute up or down, the biggest scam currently right now. I'm not gonna lie, BB Netanyahu is pretty low down there at 24%. That's a pretty low one. That's an interesting one. I do not recommend touching Poly Market though. I'm not gonna lie. Obama.
No, I'm waiting
The
for Margin to come out on the Polymarket so I can lower the
yo
price.
margin Poly Market is absolutely insane. He said I'm levering up my $40 to $4,000 on Poly Market. I'm going all in.
No, it'd be so tough, honestly.
I think your name is Joe. No worries, Joe. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
I
I'm
don't know
here
how
on
long we'll
Monday
be
for
live, but if you
Friday.
guys have any questions, make sure you ask over here. It's already 2 o'clock almost. It's kind of crazy.
Are you placing normal options or the trading view? No, I just use trading view to chart and to update the indicator.
I only use TradingView just to chart and
The
stuff.
only guy I know uses trading view to trade is Vapor Rash.
It works for him somehow,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't trade on TradingView. I don't like it. The whole point of like using a good broker like Thinkorswim or Interactive Brokers is to get like good fills. So yeah, Power Hour or Sowie Yowie.
Mm.
Sowie Yowie doesn't sound very goody woody. So yeah. I used to work for Adobe. I have lots of Adobe stock of 500 to 600. I'm thinking of selling them, get a long-term ETF. That's why I asked a good long-term ETF. I can't keep an eye on a single. He's calling me. Who that is?
Damn, your barber gave you the he paint your sides. He gave you the fucking the spray brush on the sides of your hair. Yeah, that shit looking crispy, on.
I didn't get any spray wet. Any spray, dude. It's crazy. I've been playing Russian roulette with my hair too. It's really crazy. Dude, I want to get a haircut yesterday, and so this is actually this is 100% real. So I've been on a mission of finding a new barber because the barber I've been going to, he cuts my hair good, but he has terrible like hygiene, and he is just like the worst customer service. He literally sits. He has like a Bluetooth earpiece from like 2005, and he literally talks to his baby mama the entire time. And I think he has multiple baby mamas. Anyways, so he's just like it's really uncomfortable, and sometimes he's like soft talking to her, and I just don't like it. I was like, I had a, I was like, look, I'm paying $50 for a haircut. Like, I want to enjoy my time. I want to be relaxed, maybe have a decent conversation, and move on. Right. So Found a barber shop next to, like close to, actually really close to my house. Problem is they're all rent seats. And usually in that case, if you're going to like a barber shop and there's rented seats, you should just go with the owner because they're probably the best barber in there. In most cases, just word of advice. Although the owners of this barber shop apparently don't work. I don't know how they make money. I don't really understand it. They work like 3 days a week. I'm like, whatever. Okay. So I've been playing like Russian roulette with picking random people in the barber shop to cut my hair. First one gave me a good haircut or like at least a good fade, but one side was higher than the other. I was like, that's can't do that. I can never go back to you. So sorry. Anyway, so this time I went into the I got the guy that literally has the booth right across from him. And I was like, how do I do this? Like, cause like the guy that got cut my hair the first time, he works every day. This guy's a hustler. Granted, he's not that great at cutting my hair, but it is what it is. So I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna schedule it at like a late time, like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm gonna make sure that guy's booked so I can be like, oh man, my bad. You're booked. I had to go to this guy. Right? Smart plan. I get there, the guy's just stink eyeing me the entire time I'm getting a haircut. I'm not gonna lie. And he wasn't even booked. I thought he was booked. Like it literally said he was booked online. I was like, oh God, it was terrible. $50 for a men haircut. Yeah.
Is that good or bad? I mean, I've been paying my barber $80 for the last 5 years.
Yeah, $50 is pretty good. Unless you're going to Supercuts, which that's
Yeah,
a
once
20.
you get like great clips come over fade, and then you might get
Yeah, so in my opinion, if it's worth paying double the price to get my haircut from 25 to 50 if it's really good. I haven't been in a great clips since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, I want to say probably 13.
My mom used to take us down to Chinatown though back when we were not doing too hot. It was $5 haircuts for all the boys. They lined us up. They said we tried to tell them what we wanted. They said no, 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 no. We give you all same haircut. I said
I remember one time going to a Great Clips. You know, they had like little posters on the wall like this back here. It like has all the barber haircuts he can give you.
yes. They have like the book.
Yeah,
And it's all like anime cuts.
Yes, they give me number 7. She said, "Yeah, I can't do that. I can only give you a low skin fade. Not even. No, I can give you a low buzz on one guard. All right, perfect."
Said I didn't want it anyways.
Yeah, I'm like never went back. Well, I told my mom, I'm like, Mom, why is the fucking poster on the wall? She can't even do the haircut. It's kind of false advertising, honestly. No, but if you need a barber outside Houston, I've been trying to put you on the Mr. Outliner. You should really slide to him. I think he's like outside the 4th Ward.
I'm also not. I don't want to drive I don't want to drive that far to get a haircut.
I'm looking it up for you right now.
I'm not driving to Houston to get a haircut.
It's only 41 minutes out the way. It's right by Wisdom High School.
Wisdom High School. Yeah, that sounds like a neighborhood I will not be going to.
No,
going to
Beverly,
Houston Cougars games, you're already scared for your life.
No, it's right by Beverly Hills Street.
Bad news for you, buddy. We don't have any good Beverly Hills in Houston.
All right,
I can tell you that right now. But I'm telling you, dude, NASDAQ looks so clean. Oh my God.
I'll send you the link.
And you're getting look at this little bear flag. You're getting into this 583 spot. Oh my God, though. Oh my God, though. I'm telling you.
Once you get out of the Nene, you can go to Mr. Outliner.
Dude, we get the breakdown tonight. Like I'm assuming maybe we get her to the Nene.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Dude, yeah, you look so bad, dude. Only thing I don't like too is SMH though. SMH, what a recovery, dude. Like what a bounce back.
I sent a link to Mr. Outliners. You can slide.
Thank you. I needed that. I love how the picture on there has literally the spray hairline.
Yeah, they're gonna spray you up for sure.
Dude, I literally cannot believe you almost put that on the page. That'd have been tragic if that picture would have popped up.
That was the whole video. That was the crazy part. I looked around my screen like, what's moving over there? And then it just kept on rotating, kept on cycling different words.
Claude said, beep, bop, boop, boop. This is bad. Full port SQQ. I actually never trade SQQ, like ever.
Yeah, that's some Ricky Gutierrez stuff. I haven't touched SQQ since 2021, probably. No one looked at it.
He said Ricky Gutierrez. That's cold-blooded.
He said, yeah, I trade triple leverage ETFs that naturally decay over time. Oh, okay. Kind of bizarre.
You want to see SPY back below 652 though. It's the next thing you want at 653, 652. Oh, you need to see more downside there. Iran. Our response has been measured. Self-defense. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, no one has any questions. Oil is 110 or do I don't look right? I don't know what that means, but oil's at $100. US oil, or you can look at CL. Do you want to look at futures? But yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where you guys get these numbers from sometimes, honestly.
Hey, don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't tell you, man. People are going crazy on X. They are mad. I've never seen so many people mad about an opinion. But I've been nicer than ever to an X. That's the craziest part. I've been trying to be like polite, but people is cussing me out left and right. Shout out to Glockomatics too.
Shout out to Glocky. Glocky.
Apple. Yeah, Apple's basically sat here all day at like little SR spot here. 256, 255. You can see it's the flip. You're just sitting underneath it. Last time we rejected from 255 all the way down to 200 SMA. So you're just doing nothing. You can see the key levels as well. Yeah, so you're just like basically pinched here. 255, 256, down to 254. Basically just doing nothing. A lot of doomers on X. Dude, I don't see that many doomers, to be honest.
Right, I haven't looked at end phase in probably 3 years since K9 Grizzly was in chat. And then he turned to the dark side when the fucking Alpaca Beats Discord or something.
But when you hear the craziest thing too, bro, I will say I'm getting an insane amount of spam calls now. But some people, like, no joke, everyone says like AI, like people get like the people who can sell are gonna make the most money. Let me tell you, that's the most true shit I've ever heard. Listen to this. They've been trying to like refinance my house for I don't know how long. They just keep spamming. I'm like, guys, I'll call you when I want to refinance. Like, just leave me alone. Anyways, this is the transcript that I'm getting from a voicemail. Hey Tyler, it's Kent Wilson, your long lost cousin. No, the and then it says, I guess he's stuttering. No, the guy that was talking to you about doing a home refinance. We kind of do need to get that done. He's like, yeah, we kind of gotta get that done right now. I'm like, buddy, what are you talking about? This is like, you're trying to scare me and refi. That's crazy. Nike's cooked. You might be on delay data, but Nike is cooked. I do agree. In phase. I mean, it's at the 200. I don't know.
I mean, the week looks pretty ugly. I mean, the month looks even worse. But yeah,
you're pretty. You're down in the abyss right now. I'm not really a huge fan. If you like it, you like it, but yeah, more of a fundamental play. If you like the fundamentals behind it, what's going on, growth. I don't know. I don't track it enough, but revenue looks pretty stale. Yeah, Nike though. Nike's ass, dude. I'm sorry, man. Sorry, but yeah, Nike's, dude. Like, that shit's terrible. I thought the Skims move might be good for Nike. No, Kim Kardashian could not save Nike. Let me tell you. They said Skims X Nike actually is going to result to less sales than ever. Which who would have thought? Yeah, below $50 here, you can. I mean, do you have to go to the weekly chart? That's how you know it's bad, but. Yeah, you're below 2007, 16 lows. Holy crap. Yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier, yeah.
Nike, more of like a nightmare. That's terrible.
I like that one.
That's not good. They said buy the dip. So I'm not a fan. I'm shorting this bear market correction.
Okay, King, I hear you.
Okay, King.
Yeah.
Hey, some dogs aren't just bark. Some got a little bite.
He said the negative. Wait, how much was it? The negative 12% drawdown QQQ, the bear market correction. Yes. Well, what said, wow. I'm little baby. Yes, indeed. The negative 9.5% move down lower on SPY, the bear market correction. Correct.
Uranium, I don't really care about this, to be honest. I don't really know what to do here. If you like the fundamentals of it, then I think it's go for it. But yeah, not really for me. Leg? What was your other message?
Yeah, I can't see another message.
I always see his leg. I don't know. I'm not joking. I'm being serious.
That's honestly too. I'm trying to find the uncensored version on Discord or
Yeah,
YouTube.
I don't know if there's like a censored version that I'm missing. Yeah.
Damn, I like that. Grandma got hit with the bazooka. Kaboom. Kablow. Yeah, I love that shit. She had a derby trades. Could it be a bear market rally or bull trap?
I think what Jay's trying to say is you're not in a bear market yet. Like you're only, I mean, like, again, this is why I always say it's very important that people like zoom out and take a step back.
Like little
Like,
execution Sashi on Ski Master Stump guy said, take a step
like,
back.
like, it's important to realize like tariffs weren't a bear market. That wasn't a bear market. That was like a 5 week correction, 6 weeks, and then you bounced into all time highs. Like this isn't a bear. I mean, I would say the only bear market that we've recently had was 2022. That was like a year of
That was
down.
9 months.
Was a bear. Even though no one called, everyone was like, "That's not a recession. It's not a crash." I'm like, brother, I don't. I mean, that's the longest drawdown that we've had, going back to like 2000,
Probably like
2008,
08.
2009. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a year. It was a year of downside. So that's more of a bear market. Like again, you're below the 200 SMA. You're below like, yeah. So I mean, you really have only had selling for 2 weeks right now on Nasdaq. So that's another thing to think about. So, but I mean, as long as you're below the 200 SMA, I mean, I think you're weak. So bull trap, bear market rally, we'll see. I mean, you won't really know though until I guess tomorrow morning, tonight. I sadly fall asleep to Bloomberg Live because, well, man, guys, I'm trying to
New leaf.
is that it? I was trying to think of my white man saying, right? But I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is like one of those tweets where like it makes no sense for rage bait, and they get me every time. I like reread the tweet like 4 times. This is one of those. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. I'm not being rude. Um, I don't know. Derby trades, this can all be resolved too, but I think it's gonna be a long term macro thing. Yeah, I think it could be resolved. Is it going to be resolved? Also, too, the person that everyone's looking to resolve this issue is literally Donald Trump. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I was watching that video of him dancing with the sword for probably an hour last night. I kind of forgot all about it. I was like, bro, so first of all, who handed this man a goddamn sword?
Not for real. He's trying to play Ghost of Tsushima.
And then his wife started. That's crazy. That's a crazy. That is crazy.
That's how you say it.
I don't know how you say it. Chevron just said we have entered a pact on talks of proposed power generation for Microsoft. They said, screw the clean energy, boys. Screw the clean energy. We are going full fossil fuels. What's the worst that could happen? So everyone said, we're going to drop on that news as well. Love to see it. I don't know how you get a BRB of previous highs on Chevron. What about Exxon? Exxon's not getting the pullback down there. No way, Jose.
My guy Cloud's almost done. I'm on April 20th right now. Another 10 days left to go.
Spending $500 of usage on that. That'd be
I only
hilarious.
spent $20 on tokens yesterday.
The semiconductor industry took a huge dive in the last 7 days. Was at least 20% of the bottom. So honestly, semis, like, you took a big hit, but you're back. Like, I mean, this is the only area of the market that I'm like, like shorting's a little scary, because semis look phenomenal, all things considered. Like on the weekly, like it's a bull flag still. Like you don't look that bad. On the 4 hour chart, the daily, like, don't get me wrong, you got below your level, but you reclaimed it, and you didn't just like, you're not like sitting below the 100 MA. Like you shot up to like almost 400. So pretty good, to be totally honest. But yeah, this is the one area of the market that I'm like, ugh, like, Yeah, semis bounce back pretty aggressively. Now, I still think you want to see Nvidia back over the 200. Some of these other names get back over the 200, but yeah. You said what I said rage bait. I just like falling asleep to background noise. I just don't understand what you were it just the English grammar here, maybe I misread it. I don't know. Halfway trolling. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Your name just keeps throwing me off. Toddler Premium Hunter is a crazy name, dude. It's like that scene off of The Office when Michael makes his dating account and what he names his little kid lover. Like he's like, I love little kids. Like that's kind of like maybe like you meant well, like you're like you love your kids and they're toddlers, but like Toddler Premium Hunter is like that's just crazy work. Like read the room type thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying. Sorry, I'm not being. I'm just trying to help you out. You know. How's the keys looking? Bear flag building could be a bigger drop. It's really going to come down to the end of the day. How you sit at 583. Under 583, I absolutely love it. I want to see SPY below 653, 652. You want to see SPY down here. But yeah. Hefe's cooking. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to guys, I've really been trying.
Yeah, I've been putting Tyler through public relations courses. He usually skips most of them, but he's gonna get not engaging at hate comments anymore. Sometimes I log in the YouTube studio, then the only comment that gets a reply is the hate comment.
Brother, I'm just gonna tell you, this doesn't help your case. I'm just letting you know. He said I'm a toddler and I love that's the same logic of Michael Scott. I'm just letting you know. I don't think I missed anything. 1 second. I gotta like keep checking Twitter. Like every 5 minutes is something new.
Yeah, they want you to talk about corn.
It's doing nothing. It's just chilling. It's a brick wall at 18.8. That's why I went so far out too, just in case. Might have to cut my small position. It's like down $700 or something like that.
Damn. You could have bought put a down payment for the Nene with that.
I could have. 1 sec, sorry, I'm looking at news.
If you guys got your wives' Nenes, put yes in chat. I'm just trying to gauge the room, read the room. That's what I'm saying, Ravic. I'm going to Aruba in July too. Is this live today? Pass.
You called me a piece of shit. I think that's what he was calling me. Yes, this live is today. No, I'm not a piece of shit. I don't know how you got. I'm just saying, POS and Power Hour, 2 different acronyms. Could have bought a ticket to Aruba. This guy.
That's it. Everyone wants me to travel the world.
SNDK. Dude, SNDK, what a recovery. Truly.
Typo. Just a little 12% bounce during 2 sessions.
Dude, 100 literally since from Tuesday to today, you're up. It's up like $150. Kind of crazy.
I remember I went to Best Buy to buy my SD card. Now look at them. No, taking on the whole.
Yeah, world. I don't understand. So maybe maybe this is me being naive. I haven't looked into SNDK of like what they're actually selling for memory, but like what memory chips do they make RAM or something? Like what, or do they? Maybe they make hard drives, SSD. I think.
I mean, they make a bunch of stuff: flash drive, SSDs.
Maybe I just never. Yeah, they do make. Okay, they do. But I might actually have an external hard drive from them. Funny enough.
Yeah, they're kind of known for the SD cards, though.
No, that's what SD cards are. What like that's the Cadillac of SD cards.
That's what I'm saying. I got the extreme one in my Max 2 right now staring at me.
I have like 4 of those little things laying around.
Not for real. Someone asked me, could I buy your SD card? I said, you wish. I'm giving up the SanDisk.
I literally have a terabyte of SSD just sitting somewhere. I never installed it into my computer.
All right, Jay, if you got more questions, let me know. I have to go to sleep soon. I was up till 5 in the morning.
He has to go to sleep soon. GTA comes out in 6 months.
Yeah, I'm preparing.
But I'm not gonna lie, GTA 6 private server is gonna go crazy.
Oh, for real.
It's gonna go. It's literally going.
Imagine once the trade that goes live, that we can just you can like get our members in there.
It's literally gonna be our passion project.
Yeah.
Ali's gonna be like, "What are you doing? How long do you think you're gonna work today?" I'm like, "Dude, it's gonna be a long day, babe. We literally got to make Vice City."
I'm like, Claude, can you one shot Chicago O Block in GTA 6 in one go? No mistakes. Run it. Thinking mode on.
Silver.
Yeah, I haven't heard Donnie talk about silver in a couple of days or a couple of months. Must be down in the trenches.
You're just sitting under the 100 MA right now. Yeah. Lower highs, lower lows right now. Not ideal. If you want exposure to metals, stock wise, FTX is the move. Personal opinion. That's why I bought Take Two. Not really a huge fan of Take Two.
Yeah, they kind of done nothing for a while. You really been trying to say, well, you broke out initially, did all them highs in 2021, just kind of did nothing, and then, yeah, I mean, you've been saying the same level, same range levels ish for like pretty much a year now. Take Two Entertainment. I mean, interesting BRB could be right here off this high from last year or 2024, like 192. But yeah, I mean, just kind of been going nowhere. But I mean, back in the highs, you have about like 35% of upside. We'll see if GTA 6 ever launches. Like I said, based on the poly market odds, I think I'm taking the baby market or baby boy dropping before GTA 6. And you guys put you on real quick. This is what I have my money on. What will happen before GTA 6? Definitely GPT 6 being released. A new album, Baby Boy Bacardi, yes for me. Riri, I'm going no on that one. Ceasefire, not sure about that one. And Bitcoin hitting 1 million, that's an easy no, so you guys can go on that one. And I don't know, Jesus Christ Returns, like this one's been a pretty big discussion.
How is it?
I'm not sure how they're going to resolve this one, so it might be free money, honestly. But no, I think GTA 6 and Baby Boy album by Cardi's are locks or for before GTA 6.
I don't know how it's at 49%.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, Intel looks tough, dude. Intel really does look tough.
I'm saying. I'll get back to it. I lost it. Oh, here we go.
Intel holding above 40, like 41, 42. It's not bad.
I'm trying to tell you, dude. I got the ball knowledge. No diddy.
That one's what? No, did you watch the documentary, the Diddy documentary, or not on Netflix?
I watched it like in December, but I stopped like on.
Did you see the part where the guy was like talking about being on the boat with him, and he's like, yo, I would just wake up some mornings and like Diddy would be in my bed with me. He's like, I kind of felt funny, and someone goes, what do you mean that you felt? He's like, my ass, I kind of felt funny. I'm like, bro, what? You stayed on the boat? Like, he didn't dock? He goes, I just wanted to be a star. I was like, damn, dude, you do not admit that on live TV, even if you wanted to be a star. As a crowd, I was like, bro, who put this documentary? Like, 50 Cent went nuts on this documentary. Holy crap. He said, I just want to be a star. I'm like, oh my God, dude, what are we talking about?
All right, guys, I'm about to leave. I can't stay any longer. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of the new platform trade that launching on April 3rd here. So yeah, all this good stuff. You guys can go through the homepage and read about it. analytics, performance, sign up for your trades. This is like one of the cool features we implemented because like pretty much every platform out there doesn't take into account anything regarding prop firms. So that's why we were talking with Chef like how we could implement it a bit better so you guys could track your stats on prop firms, really and more efficiently. You guys can literally have like multiple prop firm accounts linked to one thing. It can calculate your take-home pay based on your payout percentage based with your prop firm. Top step, how many accounts your copy trading account are across, consolidate analytics, all that stuff. You can flip through all your accounts based on your prop firm and have all your stats lined up. So one of the cool, unique features we have that no other platform has out there. I was you guys can come read the FAQ about it, read the terms of service privacy policy, but all the data is secure. But that's all I got. I'll have to go lay down.
All right, good night. Good night. Bye, Jordan. I'll take a few more questions. I'm gonna get out of here too. Could you guys talk about your thoughts on space IPOs? I don't really care about them. The IPOs are probably gonna make those other names stronger for like the time being, like Space Mobile, and I'm trying to think about, is it like Astera or something like that? I don't know. There's a bunch of space stocks, so they're getting right. ASTS is Space Mobile, right? ASTS, yeah. So like you saw the big rally happening when the IPO started like really taking, getting wind. So I mean that, but I'd be careful on them personally. I think SpaceX might be a nice play later on, but I'm probably not buying the IPO. Did you mention that it could wreck Tesla? So in my personal opinion, the view on Tesla, SpaceX, so you are seeing, when you look at people that are investing in Tesla, and people get mad when I say this, I'm just like, dude, my Rocket Lab is another one. Yeah, RKLB. Right. They all move the same, right? Anyways, when you look at people that are investing in a Tesla, I think there's a large majority of people that like being invested in a Tesla, but just because they want to have exposure to Elon Musk with what he's doing. That makes sense. But it seems like, and I could be wrong, I 100% could be wrong, but it seems like Elon's big focus more recently has shifted towards Terafab, what SpaceX is doing. SpaceX literally like dominates the space field right now with everything going on, right? Like, so I think there's a risk that people aren't focused on, is that like SpaceX creates competition for Tesla. Like if you want to have exposure in one of them, right? I don't, again, when SpaceX goes public, it's probably gonna be overvalued. Yeah. But like, would I rather have exposure in SpaceX or Tesla? Probably SpaceX, most likely, and XAI, rather than Tesla. Would I want to own both? That's up to you, right? So, anyways, thoughts on the Wolf chart? So funny enough, there's a guy in and like one of the other discords I'm in, and he's really big on Wolf. He likes it a lot. Chart looks good. You've held up really well despite the market pulling back. Wolf's held 14, 15 bucks. It's pretty amazing, like all things considered. The guy likes Wolf and he likes Poet. I don't know anything about Poet, but anyways, yeah. I mean, both charts aren't that bad, and for small mid cap names, like they're holding up really well. So not bad. I mean, the fact that Wolf is staying above your 100 MA is pretty clean. Like, it's a weekly chart, so yeah, take it for what it is. But on the daily, still holding it. I mean, maybe you roll over if the market pulls back. Like, I think it'll roll over and follow the S&P and Nasdaq. But yeah, no worries, man. Thank you. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me. No more questions, I guess. No worries. I'll have another video coming out later today or something like that. But have a good one. Appreciate you.